And we're
We're
back.
back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cavalry. This is a podcast with two buddies.
Yeah. Two
Yeah.
buddies, one of which is wearing a wild shirt for a Tuesday. Get out of town with us.
There's no rules in comedy.
God damn, Margaritaville over here in Madison, Wisconsin.
That's right. Cheeseburger in paradise, baby.
What's the occasion?
This is a fantastic shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need a reason.
That's right. What do you got? What happened today that made you wear that white T-shirt?
It's Glacier National Park. Every shirt. I have so few shirts and I repeat them so many times. I can tell you, like, I wonder if everyone can do this. Maybe everyone can do this.
My gosh.
Can you tell the origin story for every piece of clothing you own?
Every shirt I own? Probably.
I think I can do it down to like socks. Sometimes I'll put on a pair of socks and I'll go, oh, I remember these. I was on the road and didn't pack enough socks. I got these bullshit things.
I think you're right. I could do that, but I also could wear a different T-shirt every day for probably 2.5, 3 months, and not
really. Where do you keep them all?
So this is where we learned that Johnny's a T-shirt hoarder. I have like bins.
Oh, it's taken a long time. Wow, it has taken 281 episodes before we got to them.
Ah, you're out. Your audio's out. I will tell you this. I have so many shirts that I put them in. I fold them and put them in bins, and they're in the basement. And then every so many months, I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to go shopping in my own stash. And I get rid of the ones that are in my drawers that I don't wear. And I pull out some old gems and I just cycle them. So they all get used. But when I have ones that I never use, I just put them in a Goodwill pile.
I mean, that's pretty smart, though, that's very intentional that you do all that.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. I could thin the herd even more and then not need 2 bins full of shirts.
Don't you love giving away stuff? Oh my God.
When I gave away 3 bikes today and it felt great. 3 bikes. This is going to be a long episode.
It's going to be a long podcast. I got to figure this mic out here. I'm going to pause it here quick. Hang on. How do you do that? Oh. Boy, would you have loved to have been a fly on the wall during all that action?
I don't know. I actually was a fly on the wall, and it wasn't all that riveting. Folks, we just took a little break to figure out technical difficulties.
Nobody talks about the flies on the wall in like really boring places. Not it's all it's cracked up to be.
I just watched Andrew try to talk with no audio.
Oh, did that happen again? Did it happen again?
No, I'm talking about that's what I was witnessing as a fly on the wall. I almost gave you a heart attack.
I got PTSD. No, that thing flashes at me. This StreamYard thing, it starts flashing at me.
Oh, so it tells you when your audio's out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is really bad for podcasting, to have your audio out.
I think we should clip this particular conversation.
Yeah.
To try to entice new listeners.
We were off to a hot start. I liked our little thing on clothing.
Well, I was telling you, how many T-shirts do you think you have? You had to put a number to it.
8.
Oh my God.
No, because
I'm wearing 8 shirts right now.
You're just always peeling off layers. It's the only way I can keep them all in my house is if I currently wear 8 at all times.
Yeah, it's like going to an airport with my luggage on.
No, I mean, it's not much more than 8 because I got 2 dressers and I have half a closet that Ginger uses for toys. And then there's a few like other like random things. And then I get for like dress shirts, I get half a closet. And then I have like a dresser behind me that you can see.
Yep.
But that's mostly like, I don't even know what's in, those aren't even in the rotation. And then I have a dresser in my room that a lot of them are paint. See, here's the cycle. I wear a shirt like 3 times a week. And then like if I only wear like nice clothes when I'm like going out. If I have like day-to-day errands, I don't even get dressed really. I mean, I dress I wear sweat shorts with paint stains on them,
Yep.
and a t-shirt and flip-flops in the summer.
See, you're free. You're free. Yeah. I'm a slave to my.
You're a slave to fashion.
I'm so far from fashion. It's just I'm a slave to my Counting Crows t-shirt collection.
Well, like that's why. You're like that's why you have a million shirts, because you spend $80 on each one.
I know.
You have to keep them.
That's true. That's true. They're like $40 for a concert. More than half are concert t-shirts. A bunch of them are runs, and those are points of pride. I have to keep those because I earned them, even though half of them are ugly and I never wear them.
I'm just picturing you.
Comedy festivals.
I'm picturing you when you're like 85, 86. You're making your will and you're talking to your kids and you're explaining to them how important it is that these shirts be sold. These aren't giveaways. These are vintage Counting Crows. You understand? No, listen, get over here. Stop it for a second. This is important. This is my legacy.
If you find the right fan, you could get $30 for this. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. See, I learned something new about you today.
I couldn't stop acquiring t-shirts if I tried, because like how do you have 8? Don't you?
No, because I get rid. That's what I'm saying. This is the life cycle.
Oh, I see. You get rid of them.
I wear the hell out of them. Especially if I really like it. Like if I get a compliment, if you give me one compliment, I'm wearing that shirt like till the threads start falling off. Then I'll get we'll have a painting project because we paint this house. It's just a nonstop painting project. So I'll get paint on it, and then it becomes a paint shirt.
Okay.
Or I'm cooking, I get oil on, like splat oil on it.
Yeah.
So an apron or like painter's clothes would save me a lot of shirts. But then they become that. They become either the cooking shirt or the workout shirt then I get rid of, and then I Goodwill.
Okay.
And you're not supposed to give stained clothes to Goodwill, but I mean,
what? Oh,
I think someone told me that once.
Geez, pinkies up, Goodwill.
I know.
Let me ask you this, Karen. Let me tell you this. How disturbing would it be if I told you that I could go? I have a photo. I could go through a photo album and see pictures of me in 8th grade wearing t-shirts. A t-shirt in particular that I have in a bin right over there.
Yeah, that's kind of a humble brag too. You can still fit into a t-shirt you were wearing in 8th grade.
Same, but I mean, because I was tall in 8th grade, but I have definitely filled out more than I was in 8th grade, so it's tighter. But that was my first Counting Crows t-shirt, and I didn't even go to the concert. My sister Carrie got it for me. She got me a Counting Crows t-shirt. That's my first one.
Yeah, so you do have a little bit of a thing here. Like if like, you're a pretty laid back guy. You wear Hawaiian shirts and
pretty cool guy. You would say cool. I'm a pretty cool guy.
You're a cool dad.
Yeah.
You're a cool dad.
Cool guy.
But man, if your kids ever got into those shirts, like what if you're like, when your kids get older, they start throwing parties at the house when mom and dad's out of town.
Yeah.
And then like, ironically, they're like, oh, here's dad's corny old band t-shirts. And they all wore them, during the party and getting drunk, wearing the old shirts and spilling shit. And you came out, you would just lose it. You would lose your mind.
You know what I would do? I would It would be like, have you ever had your iTunes library like get corrupted and you're just like, well, fuck it. I'm done. That's my excuse. I just needed someone to set it afire, and now it's
video games. Yeah, someone will set you free. Yeah,
exactly.
That happened to me with the PlayStation. That's exactly. I can relate. Totally. I was like, I needed someone to set me free from video games and this stupid thing. Now that it doesn't work anymore, now I can finally quit.
All right. Do you have your phone near you?
Yeah, I just saw you texted me.
I just texted you. I posted that on a Counting Crows news group on Facebook. That's not even fully. That probably is my current stat.
Wow.
That is a picture of all the Counting Crows they currently have. I don't think I have. No, I have a couple since that picture was taken.
We'll post this on the Patreon. I always say that and we never do that, but we'll post this on the Patreon. But it's an actual photo of Johnny's mental illness.
That's right. What was that? 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look how much money.
8. 8 by 4. What's that's 32. So that's 32. Plus there's some sweatshirts and other t-shirts that aren't on that. So that's like 4 times your entire t-shirts, and that's just Counting Crows shirts.
And do you wear those, or are those just for
a good handful of those are in the rotation. The rest of them are in a bin, a specific Counting Crows t-shirts bin.
You have a little bit of the type A sort of type A, but you're very organized. You have bins, but you have like specific bins. Yeah, if you're a bin guy, so I have no bin. I have bins and I have boxes. I have a lot of boxes.
Yeah,
but they're all corrupted. Like, talk about corrupted. They're all like anything could be in there. Every time I open a box of old stuff, it could be anything. Fun?
Isn't that like, or do you not care about that shit? Like, if I found an old box that's like, oh my God, I haven't seen this in 15 years. Wow.
Yeah, I'm jealous of people. Yeah, it is fun. I wish I kept more stuff. Like, I'm jealous of people who have like their old, I guess I have my old notebooks, but a lot of them are missing, or like pictures, like people who have like actual photographs.
Yep.
I have unless they're in a frame, and not since Heidi and I got married.
Yep.
Because I have no photographs. If the picture isn't on Facebook or on the internet somehow, it does not exist for me.
Yeah.
It's just kind of wild.
That is very wild. And see, I have photo albums of like high school, like prints, because I had a camera that I would get paid to get prints, and in college I would get prints from Kodak, whatever. But I have reminisced so many times through these albums that it's not even like a time capsule. It's like, now when I look at it, I was just like, oh yeah, I remember looking at that picture last year. It's like
you're taking pictures
anymore.
You've got pictures of you looking at your old photo. That's how uninteresting your life is. There's just photos of you looking at your photo album.
Here's me reminiscing in 2022.
Well, I do that when it's always the saddest point of phone addiction, when you're somehow in some area where you have no service, whether it's a plane where you don't have internet or something like that. And you start looking through your photos.
Yep.
And you look through old photos. And I've done that where I'm like, oh, I've been in this section before. I know this. I know the next photo coming up.
Because you've reminisced before.
Because I've reminisced before. Yeah. This is what I do when there's no internet. I just look at pictures. But the best thing they ever invented. See, we always talk bad about technology, but I'm going to say something complimentary. Best thing the iPhone people ever invented was the organizing your photos by geographic location where you took them.
Oh, yes.
Because then you can remember where you've been, and you can it's a fun way to see trips, and you just look at the globe. You're like, oh, remember when we went to, Tulsa?
Very smart. They've thought of everything.
They've thought of everything.
If I want to reminisce of when you and I climbed up that fucking hill, and where were we? Where was that? It's the one where we took.
Oh, Mexico, where the diarrhea plant was.
The diarrhea. Oh yeah,
remember?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Of course, we would find the one hike in the Caribbean. Johnny is just drawn to giant collections of shit. Yeah. You just get up there and it's the most beautiful. If you look one way, it's just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. But every once in a while, you get this waft of human waste, and you turn around, it's just this huge metal, concrete toilet.
Yeah. Ugh.
Anyway, but yeah, it was pretty.
How would you like to be like? I assume that's like a water filtration cleaning plant or something, right?
Yeah. I would hope.
Yeah, it's not just.
I hope they're not just collecting it. I hope they're not just collecting it like Counting Crows shirts. Hey, I'm wacky.
I'm kind of a hoarder. Oh, what do you hoard? Well,
Mexican turds. Wow, really? That's very specific. You're not
That
even
was
from
just
here.
like,
No, I moved here from Austria 10 years ago and got into Mexican turd collecting.
how would you like to be the first person? Like, all right, they got this plant, and they're like, all right, they put a cup under the faucet and they fill up the first glass, and it looks clear. And it's like, all right, who's going to drink this to make sure there's no shit
Yeah.
in it?
But see, this gets back to an argument we've had before, because I've seen that clip of Bill Gates doing it. He funded some project in Africa or whatever, and he shows he's such a believer in the technology that he's invested in this area that he takes the glass and he from the tap, and they show the whole human waste going through the filtration process, and then he drinks the water. He's so confident in it.
You're telling me we've talked about this before?
I don't know whether we've talked about this. I'm saying I've seen this clip. We might have. I bring it up constantly.
Okay.
I just assume. No, I don't know. But
it does not ring a bell, and it's causing me concern.
So what I'm saying, I think we've touched on this theme before, is that I would just drink it. I wouldn't care. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen?
It's such a minuscule amount of poop, if there is poop in there.
Because we've all, I mean, I've guarantee I've eaten grosser somehow that I didn't see. Like you go to Subway or something.
Yeah.
You know. So.
But what if you took that drink and it's like clear? But once you drink it, you realize they somehow found a way to make poop invisible. Like it's
you're like, I got good news and bad news. Good news is, or the bad news is, this water is still very poopy. But the good news is, you guys have discovered invisibility. So, Nobel Peace Prize coming your way. Meanwhile, I have hepatitis.
Yeah.
But how do we get onto that? Always about that.
Geo-tracking photos.
Oh yeah.
The shit plant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I do. All right. Do you have any discussion topics?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I have one written down. If we want to hop into that. So I was at where the hell was I? Oh, I was at Tucson Laughs.
Oh, okay.
Tucson this past weekend. Great club. You been?
No, that's the one I use as an example of when the booker's ignoring you, but then you start writing emails to like basically annoy. I just amuse myself. Oh. So they like ignore like 6 emails in a row. I was like, okay, so you want to just agree on that date, the 18th and the 20th? Just like so casual, like
you just write, hey, can someone pick me up on the 21st when I land?
Yeah. Who's picking me up from the airport?
So I was there anyway. So I'm wondering if you have ever had this. I'm sure you have. Where audience members come up to you after the show, you're selling your, breakfast dinner DVDs, and they come up to you and they overshare to the point of uncomfortability. And I blame it on, I just assume he doesn't seem like he was, but I just assumed he was drunk, not drunk, but had a lot of alcohol. And that's why. Right. He came up to me. It was like kind of after the crowd had died, and I'm like packing up, and he's like, hey man, I respect what you guys do. I think comedy is so important. I just think humor is so important. I just think
I hate that.
It's just like, it's okay. And I'm like, well, obviously it is to me. But he's just like, yeah. Oh, it's just so I get it. And he tells this story. He's like, I just think it's so important. It helps you, which is, I was at my mother passed recently, and I was at a funeral, and everyone's saying their words to her, and he's like getting like emotional. He's like, and I went on there, and I was telling the story. I was making him laugh because that's what people need in times of. And I was just like, oh, I bet he was. I bet he was making them laugh. I bet he had them in stitches. Can you imagine? It was just uncomfortable. As I'm like, God bless him, good for him, but it was a very awkward social encounter. I mean, I was a gentleman. I was trying to meet
Of
him
course you
halfway,
were.
but in the back of my head, I was like, "Ooh, I gotta
Get out of here."
this guy with Andrew later.
Well, I know, and I don't like I understand, and people are gonna see this is the kind of thing Heidi would get mad at me for saying, but like,
Ooh, I'm excited.
well, when people do that, and sometimes they keep it short and sweet, and it's very kind, but they'll say like, "Oh I really needed that," my brother got ran over by a Chevy or something, and been struggling all week, and then I really needed a laugh, and then I'm like, oh, okay, good. Please don't have any more.
Don't have any more
say.
any words to come out of your mouth,
right? Because I don't ever know what to say. It's like I was gonna do about the same show either way,
Yeah.
whether your brother.
Yeah.
But it's nice, but yeah, it is uncomfortable. And then this has happened to me a few times. I tell this joke about walking. I do all the hot topics.
You got a walking bit?
I got a walking bit.
Nice.
And it's basically how you walk more on vacation than you do when you're home.
Uh-huh.
And then the punchline, I'll just skip to the punchline, but it's someone on vacation will suggest if you like, hey, if we were in Paris together, I'd be like, hey, you want to go to this restaurant? It's 4 miles away. And you might be like, should we just walk it? And then it's like, imagine if you were home making that same suggestion. And I'd be like, what are we raising money for cystic fibrosis? So that's the punchline.
Right. Yeah.
And then at least twice, someone's come up to me afterward. Oh, my sister passed away from cystic. Why did you pick that?
Oh, that's what they say?
Yeah, because they're like, she's like, I didn't know anyone else even knew about this. Like, it's like they think it's like a rare enough disease that I must have some personal experience with it. Honestly, I just picked it because it's cystic, and I'm like, it's a comedy case,
I just thought it sounded funny.
It's just a funny word, cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis.
You and your family must have been laughing every day when you talked about it.
Just even when you got that diagnosis, how did you keep a straight face? I'm sorry, doctor. What did you say I was suffering from?
What I'm sorry, what did you say was going to take my life? Oh my god.
But yeah, so then I never know if they're going to be mad, like I'm making light of it, and I don't have personal experience. One time I lied because I said, well, it's the only because it was like, well, when you do those walks, they got to be for something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, the one I did was for cystic fibrosis, but I did not do that. But I was just trying to get out of the conversation clean.
Right.
So, but both times they were not mad. They were just more curious. They were like,
oh, okay. So
they were just like, well, I never hear anyone talking about it. And so I guess they went to the comedy show thinking it wouldn't come up.
Little did they know they were going
Little did they know who they were dealing with.
I thought you were going to say that they're like, oh my gosh, thank you. I needed that. Thank you on behalf of all of us here at the Cystic Fibrosis team meeting.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I can sympathize. What? There's nothing perfect for people to say after shows, other than you were hilarious. Can I buy a T-shirt?
Yeah. There's nothing. Yeah, nothing they could say better than you were my favorite.
You were my favorite of all of them. Can I buy a T-shirt?
Yeah.
And I would love to see you again. Can I
get a T-shirt for my husband and my son as well?
Yeah. They almost never say that. That should be your new merch.
What's that?
Just selling your own T-shirts.
Oh God.
You should
You know, I've done that. I have done
you
that.
should
in the
just bring a
past.
bin with you and go, hey, these are all one of a kind. If you buy one, they're all larges or whatever you wear. But
I have done that where what was the joke? I can't remember what the thing was. And I know people have done similar things, but like where I'm like, oh, and after the show, I am selling. I do have a T-shirt I'm selling. It's an old pink Pulp Fiction T-shirt. I just don't wear it anymore. And I've done that like 4 times, where I just sell old T-shirts just because that's the gag.
I got a compliment. I was in Missoula, or no, this was in Bozeman. So I did Bozeman and Missoula, and in Bozeman they have a little comedy club there,
Yeah.
and the openers were like, we were all talking about it, or maybe it was the staff or something, and they were like, we were all talking about it. You have the best merch, like the funniest merch of any of the comedians who've been through here.
Who said that?
The staff and the openers at the
Said that to who?
to me.
Oh, your handkerchief.
And the Jesus Take the Wheel t-shirt.
Yeah.
So just giving myself a compliment. I don't know. You just don't seem eager to jump in, but that's okay. So who they said that to who? To you? What the fuck?
Sorry, I wish I could blame it on eating a gummy before we started, but I didn't. My mind was just like, you said something about Bozeman, and then I started thinking about the festival. I didn't get it.
They were announcing the people who got in today. I saw someone post they got in, and I was like, you asshole.
So I was like, what? And I just lost a word or two, and then I thought you were saying someone was having a conversation.
You should email the people who did go in and like, hey, can you ask for an extra shirt? Large, mail it to Johnny. Maybe you don't even like comedy. Maybe you don't even like comedy. Maybe you just like t-shirts.
Yeah.
And comedy is the number one way to acquire t-shirts.
Do you like wearing comedy, like festival t-shirts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Although I forget when I'm wearing it, and then it leads to questions.
Oh, like on airplanes?
Yeah. But some of the, you know what shirt I love is that Grand Rapids comedy festival. Laugh Fest. Great quality. It's dark gray, very soft, and it's got yellow lettering. It's just a nice, cool look. But no one knows it's a comedy shirt because when you look at it quick, it just looks like, oh, he went to college there. I don't know, or something. It just looks nice and cool. So I wear that shirt a lot.
The one I have is it's the track jacket. It was like the track jacket. I was at the festival. I didn't get it. And then I regretted it. I was like, I wish I would have bought that. Yeah. And so I asked Stu to buy it for me. He lives there. So he got it for me. But it's great because it's black. It has like white accents, but it has like a yellow Post-it note like logo or something. And everyone thinks that it's literally a Post-it note on the track jacket.
Like you're a disabled person and someone pinned a note to you. If I am lost, please send me back.
Yeah.
The biggest brag one I have is the comedy. Like I have this Comedy Works hoodie. They give you a Comedy Works hoodie when you work there, and that's like I was like, oh, I got it. Like that was like half the reason. The whole time I was worried. I was like, oh, are they? Because I just did the Sunday or whatever. I was like, are they gonna forget to give me the hoodie, or is no one gonna know to give me a hoodie? And so it's like, and they gave me a hoodie. I think my friend Brant really pushed for it. But I got a hoodie.
For what? You to get the booking or the hoodie?
The hoodie, both probably. And but it's not a great. It's not a great hoodie. It's like stiff, and the graphic is like sewn in, so you have the stitching on the other side of it. It's kind of like it's like a patch.
But that's better than, because if it was like an iron on, then it would peel over time and fade out.
Yeah, right? I guess there's got to be another way where it's not like. And then the hood, if you wear the hood, it like pulls the whole sweatshirt. Not long enough. So
it's like a
rises up
hood.
to my tummy.
Yeah, it's not meant to actually be put over your head.
Yeah, I know, but I like wearing the hood. I'm like the Unabomber.
Yeah,
I like to look like the Unabomber.
I got to try to get into that club somehow.
Oh, I know.
don't.
I don't know if I'm gonna get back. I mean, like, it doesn't pay to do just the Sunday. It's like you can't. It's very hard to justify flying to Denver to do it. You have to like make it a whole thing. But I don't know. That's the only reason not to wear comedy gear though, is because of the questions. Here's how much I'm avoiding telling people I'm a comedian these days.
Yeah.
So I do that Orange Theory, So I was out there the last 2 times I've gone. There's this new coach, and she does this thing at the end where she goes while you're stretching afterwards. She goes around to everybody, like tell a fun fact about yourself. I'm learning. And so immediately, what would your head do if someone said to a group of strangers, all you were doing was working out, and you just wanted to work out and go home? Johnny, tell us a fun fact about yourself. Where does your head go?
That I have an Ace Ventura tattoo on my back.
Well, that's great. I mean, that is perfect. See, I have nothing like that. That is so good. I mean, it's not good. It's not good for you. It's a disaster.
It's great for 2 truths and a lie. It's great.
It's good for every party game. It's good. It's good for every. I mean, that is so good, but just not something anyone should do. But good in all these other situations. It's almost worth it, I would say.
And so, what did you say?
So what happens to me is the first thing I think of is like, well, by far the most interesting thing is that I do stand-up comedy, right? But I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
And so then I start panicking, and there's nothing interesting about it. So why do you even do comedy? There's nothing, you have no fun facts. So the first one I said was that
you having like a mental breakdown in your head?
Yes. Okay. And because they're coming around, the pressure's building, like a bing, 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 bing. The first one I said, I'm a middle child. Not a fun fact. Not fun at all. The second time, I grew up in Seattle. Those were my 2 miserable fun facts. And look at you. You would have had, I have an Ace Ventura tattoo on my lower back.
See,
I'm just going to say that. Oh, but then they'll ask to see it. I have to say it's on my ass.
Yeah, just be like, they'll be like, where is it? It's under my fucking nutsack. You don't want to see it.
Just get really belligerent. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. It's under my nut. I'm not going to show you my nuts.
My nut. It's under my nut. Oh, maybe you have another fun fact you want to share with us about why you only have one nut.
That is not a fun fact.
That's a sad.
I only have one nut because my tattoo artist is not very good, and I should not. The tattoo was designed to be under my nuts. Now it's under my nut.
That's so great. But you could have. I mean, I get that you don't want to be like, oh, I do comedy, but you could be like, I have been on I've been on Conan O'Brien. I was on Conan. And you not want to get it.
No, because then that's like, oh wow, what did you do on there? I did stand-up comedy. Oh really? Wow, tell us a joke. I'm like,
no, you could have been like, they'd be like, oh, what'd you do on there? And be like, well, I have a tattoo of Ace Ventura under my nut.
They asked to see it. They thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was my. Yeah.
And then they were like, after I left, they're like, when can we have him back? I'd like to see that again.
Yeah.
All right.
Should we get into topics?
Sure.
Why not?
Oh, wait. I forgot to look. I think.
You want me to just do mine while you're looking?
You do one. Yeah, you go. I'm listening, though. I promise.
So I was at Laughs, and I was on a plane. I took a plane there, and that's where I came up with my idea. I'm just stalling to give you time to look up your.
I am listening.
Okay. When you book and it was American Airlines. This is not Southwest, not Frontier. not budget. It was, well, it was like, basic, low, the cheapest you can get, where you can't change it, get any refunds, can't anything. Anyway, you just see the disappointment. Anyway,
you don't listen. Why even try?
They take all your information. They need your, what do they take? Do they take your social security, your birth date, all that stuff? They should take your height and weight, because, and they should use that information. They could just have AI do it to balance out the plane. Why am I in a row with two humongous grown men when right across the aisle there's a child, 25-year-old skinny lady, and an open seat? It's just like, I don't even, I don't fit in these seats, period. But you're going to put me in the middle of two huge, over 240-pound men.
No, that's on the flight attendants.
Well, how do they know?
No, because they can see it coming. They see people walking down the aisle. Here's what happened. I was on a plane recently, and the woman sat next to me in the middle seat of the exit row.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, they just moved me back here because there was like two very large people." And she's like, "I wasn't gonna fit. Like there was no." But before, I was like, "Oh my God!" So what did you? Because I was so curious. Like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what did you say? Like, I can't fit in here. Like, make a big stink, or like, this would be very awkward. Be very awkward. She goes, "No." Before I even sat down, the flight attendant just like pulled me aside, all slick, and was like, "Oh, you know what? You'd be more. I think I got a seat where you'd be more comfortable." So there was no awkward interaction. And then the two big heavy people got to have that middle seat open.
So she probably looked very friendly and non-threatening, whereas I look like a big, hairy.
No, it's because you're flying dipshit Air or whatever.
No, it's American Airlines.
Well, yeah.
American Airlines. Thank you very much.
They're not great.
Well, none of them are great. None of them are great.
None of them are great. None of them are great. But you should also pay enough money to where you can pick your own seat.
That's the thing. So I go in there, they let you pick your seat, but when you buy an asshole ticket like I did, every single seat has a dollar sign on it. It's a matter of, do I pick one with $1 sign or one with $2 signs? And the only way to not pay money for your seat is to say skip, and then it says you will be assigned a seat when you show up, or when you scan your ticket.
You're gonna sit next to the two giant dudes as punishment.
That's bullshit. But why? Why?
To punish you.
Oh, fuck them.
Well, I don't know. Who knows if that's why? But so you're saying?
I'm saying,
but I'm backing you up. Yeah,
seats.
There's so many things they could do to make it like more efficient. Like the whole way they board planes is wrong.
Oh, totally.
Like having the first class go in first and the back row go in last, it makes no sense. The back of the plane should load first, and it would shave, 20 minutes off the whole boarding process.
Yep. Yeah, why do they do that?
Because they're like protecting. It's just all about everything about flying is about status, and you can fight it, and you can go on podcasts, and you can complain and ask for backup, and you'll get it. I'll back you up. You're right. It
won't change.
It's not going to change. This is America, pal.
Is it all just about the fucking overhead space? Oh, the first class people need to be able to put their bags in because the last people.
Well, I guess, yeah, because now the way they do the check bags thing, that's the advantage of getting on early, is that you guarantee yourself overhead bag space. So I guess there'd be a revolt if they tried to reverse it all. But
what do you mean there would be a revolt? Well, let them revolt and just ignore the revolt. I'm revolting now on how it is. Let them revolt it back to this way.
That's one good thing about them, is they're so afraid people will leave to go to like a different airline, and they're afraid of they're not afraid of people like you.
leaving?
No, because you were already left. You're nothing to them because you just whoever's the lowest fare. You're a low fare guy.
You know why? Can I just real quick interject why?
Why?
It's not against loyalty. It's because let's say I'm not going to use you as an example, but let's say there's another guy that's very loyal to a brand, and he gets bumped up all the time.
Yeah.
And he pays a little bit more for every plane, and we're going to the same place together, and I'm in the back next to the shitter, and he is in first class, we'll say, and he paid. I don't. What is first class? I don't even know what that costs. What, $2,000? How much is first class tickets?
I mean, only suckers pay for first class, but yeah.
Well, okay, so he earns his first class bump up over a course of paying an extra $150 per ticket over a year. So then we both land, we get off the plane. We are both in Tucson, Arizona.
Sure.
We both are the exact same people, but now I have $150 more in my account than he does.
Yeah.
Because he sat with his legs spread and his arms on his individual arm thing.
Let's extend this. Let's extend this analogy,
please.
I mean, let's play it all out. Why? Yeah, you're right. Why have leg space? Why enjoy your time at all? Why not just your whole life? You could just lay in a ditch and eat bugs, and then you would never spend any money. And you could live in it, and you could have a tent, and you could just make your way by begging and eating grubs and drinking water out of the sewer. And then because we're all gonna die, we're all gonna end up in the same place. Hey. One day, at the end of it, I'm gonna be dead in the ditch. I'm gonna be dead in the ground. You're gonna be dead in the ground. Why enjoy anything at all?
I think you're being silly. You make a point, but
that's life. Life is about, also I'm 40. Like, how long are you gonna wait, Johnny? How long are you gonna wait to enjoy the spoils of your labor? When are you gonna go?
We both know I'm gonna die before that day happens. We both know it. Do you know how long I was driving a Cavalier that just had with a box in the back seat so that it didn't just fall back all the way because it didn't have
the Prius. That I think I told you that. I don't know. But the big red exclamation point light. Now it's come on for the third time.
Uh-oh.
And so that means you got to change the Prius battery is really what it means. And it's like, I just called. It's $2,800 or something. That's not horrible. I mean, so then
I thought it would be.
So this is the thing. It's like, I always kind of assumed once that happened, we would just buy a new car. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to get like a cool electric car. That was like the thing I wanted.
Really?
Yeah, because
electric car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now, and if you do one now before it ends, you can get the I wouldn't buy a new one, but it'd be $7,500 tax rebate for a new one and $4,000 for a used. But I did the math, and it's like it doesn't make sense. You're
going to get the battery.
Just going to get the battery and drive this thing. But then I was like, how old am I going to be before I actually drive that where I go, no, I want to have a nice car.
See,
I keep thinking my 50s.
Disproving what you just said.
I know, but here's the difference too. It's all tax. Flying for comedy is a tax write-off.
That's true.
So it's like you're it's not dollars to dollars. It's like, you're saying I'm going to save myself $60 on this fare. You're just going to be giving that money to the government at the end of the year.
Cheers.
I toasted myself. Made such a good fucking point.
How many miles are on your Prius?
100 and not as many as you think. Like 140 or 150.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's what year? Like
2006, but it was my. I mean,
yeah.
The people who had it before us never drove. I mean, they rarely drove it. Yeah. I think that's why the batteries lasted as long as it has.
That's crazy. So what are you going to just do the battery?
Yeah. I mean, we don't really have a choice. I mean, if I were in a better, if money was like a little better, I'd probably just go for it and buy like a cool electric car. But
What would you get?
well, there's all these good ones. There's these Volkswagens that are pretty cool. But I would love like they've redone the Beetle van as an EV. Have you seen those?
The VW van, the new
Yeah,
one.
the
They're all
VW
electric.
van,
Yeah.
all electric. That's what I would get. I think that looks so sick. It looks so cool. It's the only car I've ever complimented a dude. I saw him. I was taking Ginger to the dentist, and he was coming out. I was like, man, I gotta say that is like the coolest car. And he was like, people tell me that all the time. I know nothing about it. I don't know if it's a good car. I don't know if it like gets good range or whatever.
I mean, aren't they super expensive?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they cost, but they're like right now would be the time to get them because you can get $7,500 off.
Yeah, but if it's $60,000, now it's on sale for 53.
I was looking at used ones just now, and you can get like a used Tesla right now, a 2019, 2020 used Tesla for like under $20,000. You know, and then you get the $4,000 credit.
Is that because everyone fucking?
I think so. In fact, I saw there's this new kid at Ginger's school, and her parents just moved here from like London, of all places, and they were dropping him off at school, and I saw they were driving away in a Tesla, which looked new, like a new car, but not a brand new one. Yeah. So they bought like a used Tesla, and then they slapped a Bernie sticker on the back. I was like, there you go.
Yep.
Get the savings. Don't stand for any principles, and just slap that Bernie bumper sticker on the back.
Yep.
And cover your bases. But yeah, so anyway,
nice
car talk. I've never like bought a car though.
Ooh.
Every car I've gotten, I've bought like just from some person I already know. Like I've never had the like dealership experience where I walk in and I haggle, and I stand my ground.
I feel like if you did that now, you'd be doing something that's you're not supposed to do anymore.
But everyone should have that experience once, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, sure. I kind of feel like you missed it though. Like everyone should see a Nickelodeon. Well, they don't. Okay. I mean, you can do it, but I feel like you're a sucker if you do it that way.
So you think the way you buy cars is good?
I mean, I've done that a number of times, and I've gotten fucked every time. That's why I say I'm bitter. Why.
Yeah.
You go to CarMax, there's a price tag.
I went on Carvana today. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And you can filter it. It was pretty cool the way they let you look for cars, but I just started adding it up, and I'm like, there's just no way this makes sense compared to just if I can get like 2 years out of this car.
Yeah.
For $3,000. You can't beat that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's boring.
What's your topic?
Oh, I tried to get the COVID vaccine today. And I have this pharmacist that's like, they always are just doing shots. I don't know. This like small pharmacy, and they just have a line. There's always a line out the door, and they're always just doing shots ever since COVID.
Yeah.
So I walked in there. I was like, I'm going to go on these cruises here pretty soon. So seems like it's going around. They got the new booster out. I'm going to go get a COVID shot. I'm walking right by, and they're like, well, you need a prescription.
For what? A COVID booster?
You need a prescription now for a COVID booster because I don't know if you've heard, but there was an election. There's a completely different attitude towards vaccines. Then I go, all right, well, so then like I call my doctor's office and I go, hey, can I get a prescription over the phone? I have no prescriptions, so I don't even know how this works, you know?
Yeah.
So like, can I get a prescription over the phone for a COVID shot? And they're like, yeah, actually you can. Let me connect you to the nurse. And they put me through the nurse. And then she's like, Yeah, we'll just you want it at that Leclerc, whatever it's called, pharmacy. I go, yeah. Then they call me back. She goes, "Oh, I was looking through your chart. You don't have any. What is the reason why you need the COVID? What is the reason why I need you motherfuckers were telling me to get this COVID vaccine nonstop, day and night, every commercial, get the vax, get it again, get the jet. And now I got to get a prescription and I got to convince you. I have to convince you. So I told him I'm obese. I said I'm a big fat guy. And then I travel and I'm a big fat traveler. Just give
People
it to me.
hate sitting next to me on the plane.
People hate sitting next to me. I'm spilling out over into the seat. And she goes, well, maybe I can do something with that. I'll do my best. Like, what are you?
I had never even heard of this.
Who are you arguing with? So this is my point. So maybe maybe that is the mandate from RFK Jr.
Okay.
That we aren't supposed to be taking vaccines, right? Whatever. But this is the resistance. The whole point. I'm supposed to be out there marching in the street every Saturday, putting up signs, voting, donating, fighting back, speaking up, First Amendment's right. And now you can't even just write on a little prescription like, oh yeah, he wants a vaccine, he's fat, or he has asthma, whatever.
Yeah.
Just give it to me. What are you? You know it's all shit. That it would be better if everybody got this vaccine.
Right.
Just do it. You're a medical professional. What are you arguing with me? Why do I have to convince you?
Is this like a situation where they're scared of losing their
They're scared of something. I mean, they're scared of I guess they're following the rules, but I'm saying don't follow the rules. Do some active, disobedience.
Well, there's also rules that you can't buy medicinal weed, but that was a joke. Why can't they just treat this like, oh, you got the sniffles? All right, here's your COVID shot.
Be one of those doctors, or at least tell me on the phone, like, I don't know if being fat could get it for you. Maybe you have asthma, or maybe you have, maybe you're a caretaker for whatever. Just lead me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, I don't know. Being fat's not a reason. Call me on my cell phone number. I'll give you a delivery.
Right. She's sending me some back alley. I know a guy. Not here. Not on the phone. That's how you get vaccines. Not on the phone. Not on the phone.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is all very new information to me.
No, and I guess in Washington you don't need. So I could drive over into Washington State and get one right now.
That's crazy.
But now I gotta cross state lines. Like I'm getting an abortion or something. This is ridiculous.
Oh gosh! Wow. Do you have to dig out your old ripped up shitty card?
My card. That's so funny. I forgot about the vaccine card. Could you produce yours now if you had to?
The only reason is because I just unpacked my backpack and it was all wrinkled and folded and ripped.
That's so funny. I really held on for a long. You've longer than me, but I thought I held on to it for a long time. I was like, just in case someone may, it was so important for so long.
I know.
And then became useless.
I had a picture of it on my phone because some places, like at a concert, show them a picture of it.
Has there ever been a document that was so important and then became so useless that quick?
Yeah, I know.
Because sometimes I think about passports. Like with Clear now, I have already uploaded my passport info. I don't even have to show ID at the airport anymore.
You just have to have your face.
Just have to have my face. And then they have all this enhanced security, but because I put in my passport information once, like if I forgot my passport, it wouldn't matter. I mean, it would matter when I was trying to come back into the country, but
that's what I mean.
But that's one document,
right?
That's the last paper that matters is a passport. That's the only thing you really have to kind of keep track of.
Well, your driver's license.
But not if you have your passport, you don't. you know.
No, but I mean, to drive, you have to have a physical driver's license.
Yeah, that too. But don't you think if you got pulled over and then the cop was like, as long as you weren't drunk or something, and the cop was like, hey, let me see your license. You're like, oh my God, man, I just ran to the store. I don't have my license. Can you run it or something? Or here's my name, or here's the title of the car, whatever. Yeah. That they would just like go, oh yeah. And then they go in their little computer and they could easily tell you have a valid driver's license and you wouldn't actually have to produce the thing.
See, I feel like with that's a thing where I've had that go through my mind where I'm like, I have my own website. So if for any reason, they're like, because they can run it all day long.
Officer, just go to johnnybeaner.com. Look at the dates. You'll see you're dealing with a big shot here.
I look like a website that has my name and my picture on it.
Right.
Because there's not a database that has your ID photo. Like if you forget your license, can the cop be like, well, let me see what Andrew Sleighter looks like and see if the guy that's driving.
Yeah, of course there's a database, right? Don't they keep track of all that shit?
Then what they do, then why the fuck do we have to have our driver's license on us?
That's my point.
No, I think you're wrong, and that's my point. I'm saying we have to have the card because I don't think that is a thing.
Well, okay, your driver's license and your passport are the last two physical things you need.
Yeah.
Because you really don't need credit cards anymore because you can use your phone. Well, your phone. You need your phone.
But that's a benefit. You don't need your phone. Just
maybe your watch. But I'm saying if you didn't bring your credit cards, you could like pay with your phone or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we're entering a different category though.
What we're entering is the end of this conversation. I think you're backing me up.
Oh, totally. I'm totally backing you up. And this is after just learning this information.
Yeah, and this might just be an organ thing. I don't know, but that's what happened to me today. I was very frustrated because it's like, and that's the other thing. It's like very inconvenient. I'm walking by the place. It's like it strikes you. You have time during the day. I'm going to go do this annoying chore.
Yep.
And then they're making it more annoying. I even called the doctor to get the prescription. That should be enough that I'm asking for it.
Doesn't it make you feel like if you would say, well, then fine, I guess I just won't get it. Don't you feel like they should be like, but we really think you should have it. So,
right. Is this why you got into medicine? To hope like a few more people get sick this winter? And like, I get it. I'm not going to die. Like, I'm not going to die of COVID. I know that. Like, well, knock on wood. But I mean, it's like very, 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 very unlikely I will die of COVID, right? Maybe when I'm old. It would
be hilarious if you did now.
It would be hilarious. But I just don't want to get sick. Yeah. And then I don't want to get yelled at for getting sick and getting a bunch of other people sick. So if I could avoid that, it's worth like 10 minutes of my time to go, Yep. Shouldn't that be enough to get a prescription?
I agree. I back you up.
That's what I should have gotten the prescription for. Is like my family, mostly my mom, is very annoying about this stuff. And if I show up with so much as a sniffle, I'm going to get screamed at. So
that's what you said to the nurse.
Yeah, that's what I should have said.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Thank you, everybody.
Where are you going to be this weekend?
I'm going back on the ships, actually.
Back out on the water.
But yeah. What about you?
I will be at Go Bananas in Cincinnati, September 25th through the 28th. And then
there we go.
Viroqua, Wisconsin on October 2nd, and San Francisco Punchline the 3rd and 4th.
There you go. All right. Check out the shows. And that's it. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
The Cavalry.